We are here today with a good friend of ours. Just recently became a good friend of ours. Let's turn this bitch down.
Oh my God.
I want to watch the game while we're doing this. I'm working on it. Relax. Anyhow, yeah, Joey Sigs from Pennsylvania. I don't know which city it was.
Sharpsville. Yep.
I always say Newcastle. Is it close?
It's close enough. That's probably the
like
biggest
the hub that
closest.
you would think of. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You go have dinner with Johnny or anything ever? Hang out with him?
No, honestly, I just met Johnny a few months ago. I made it down there to a few shows that he was on. But, you know, kind of, it's being able to get out and, like, watch comedy.
Yeah.
And, you know, do it, like, you know.
Your whole time as a family man, you got to go when you got to go do your thing.
Yeah.
You don't have time to go just watch.
That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like when I go out, it's pretty much I need to be on the stage.
I get that.
Just because, like, you know, I could probably go to a comedy show every week and, you know, or I should say every day of the week and just kind of chill, watch, and kind of learn, you know. But I can't be away that many nights.
Yeah, right. Kids.
And they're pretty young, so it's like, they're impressionable. They got homework.
They don't get any fucking better, let me tell you.
Yeah, no.
No. Well, no, I realized that too. Like, I'm like, there was one day I'm like, you know, someday it will get better, you know, because they're going to be out. And then, like, the next day I called my dad. I'm like, hey, I need some help with this shit.
right.
And then I was sitting there and literally I thought, I'm like,
you're like,
it's
oh,
never,
fuck,
it's
it's
never
gonna
be,
end.
yeah, it's not going to be done. You know, I'm 37, and I called him.
That was funny. You didn't even set that up, did you?
No, that's
just real life, dude.
That's real life.
And we also have our co-host, Jimmy Ward.
What's up, assholes?
Third. Let me go through our little spill here for a little bit, and then we'll start talking funnies. How's that?
Ha.
That works.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to let you know, today at 6 o'clock, all three of us will be at Geneva on the Lake, Wardy's Laugh Factory at the Cove. We will be there with a headliner, Joe Rue, a very funny comedian. She does a lot of skit, comic stuff, you know. I don't know if she does that in her
Doesn't she do improv?
stand-up. She does improv,
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
But I don't think she does a lot of that in her actual stand-up show. But she does that on the side.
That's cool. Hell yeah. I haven't seen her yet, so I'm excited.
I seen her last summer at the Cove that she featured for us. And, of course, we got Joey Sigs here. How the fuck do you say your real name?
Siguenza.
Siguenza, okay.
Yeah, it's Siguenza.
And that is Italian?
Salvadoran. My dad's from El Salvador.
Okay.
Central America, Spanish-speaking country. I think there's like 13 million people. It's small. They're in the press now with what, MS-13 in the jails.
Yeah.
But the president, he bought into like Bitcoin, so that's they're on the up and up.
Yeah, you know, if they're doing Bitcoin, like, they're moving.
We got, she is so excited too. Skylar Quinn is hosting tonight.
I did see that.
That bitch has got a boner about that.
She does. And we have one of my personal best friends. I don't know if you know him, Brandon White. He's from the Cleveland area. He hasn't made it out our way very much.
I think he was on that.
He was on our contest.
He was in the contest and he was at the festival.
The festival, yeah.
Then we got Tim Boofby from Ashtabula, Ohio. The Boo Man gonna be there. Hope you bring some fucking people. And of course Jimmy and myself. Come watch this guy. He's a funny fucking guy.
Boo Man.
But that's what we got for that. As always, we like to thank Abraham Drinkin, who sponsors our show and gives us this platform. The hats.
What's up?
Badass hats. We better get you one, huh?
Oh, nice.
We got the shirts. We got it all, baby.
You got it all.
Anyhow, they are our sponsors. They help us out a lot by streaming our shows on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Instagram and Facebook, of course.
Look at you. I think you covered it all.
Yes, and then we got our other shows that he also produces. We have Coffee of Tree. We have Talking Tribe with Tito. And we have, of course, we have their show, the Abraham Drinking Show, which is on Monday nights at 6 o'clock. And then we have the Ray Hyclack Show.
Oh, man, he is sexy motherfucker, Ray Hyclack.
So that's what we got for you on that. And now we can talk a little comedy with our buddy Joey. We just met, what, 4 months ago, maybe?
Probably think beginning of the summer. I think probably...
Met you at the Funny Farm, doing a little open mic with you. Very, I'm just crazy about your comedy and where you're going. I really enjoy the way you bring things. You just seem like the smartest guy in the room when you're up there.
Oh, well, I got everyone fooled then. That's good to know.
But here's one thing. A lot of times smart people aggravate me because the people out there are like me and they don't get it, you know. But yours is simple enough to still get it. And that's what makes it genius to me.
The last time that I was in a mic with you, your whole entire set was just math jokes.
Yeah.
And that shit fucking killed me.
I like that. I like that set. I don't even know where that. It started with like kind of playing off X and Y.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
You know, why did I date my ex? You know, it's kind of how like it
so
started.
Maybe you went all the way back to the who's on first thing in your own way, in a mathematical way.
Yeah, I worked backwards. Like, I wasn't any good at math, so like, I had to like look up like some terms, and I was like, okay,
yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
Like, how can I kind of fit this in? And so I got like 2 or 3 that like I kind of like work in just to kind of add to the theme.
Sometimes you gotta Google that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you should. I mean, I guess at the basis of comedy is writing, and to be a good writer, you need to be able to like read and research. So.
And I noticed that you do a lot of different sets. I wished I had time to write like that. Do you make a special time to write?
So typically I kind of get like let's go back to like the X and Y. Like I just kind of had like a little thought, and I wrote it down in like my notebook.
Yeah.
And then like throughout the day, I kind of go back on that, and typically when I'm able to get my kids to sleep or in the morning before they wake up, I can put more.
That's like your Zen time. For that.
Yeah. To kind of work up the joke, and then work up to the punchline, and then go from there.
So basically, get the kids out the fucking way, and then we can make it work.
Yeah.
See, myself, the way I write jokes is, I'll drop something at work, it's a bail from 20 foot in the air, and I'll be like, that's fucking stupid. Oh, that's funny. I'll write this down, and then I'll make a joke out of it. That's how I write a joke. I do it while I'm working or performing or listening to other comics. That's how I write a joke, because I produce, I run all this stuff. I don't have time to write like that. And it's weird because I wish I could, because I want to have more of a set. I got a half an hour set. It's just all stupid, thrown together shit.
Nothing wrong with stupid, thrown together shit, in my opinion.
Well, I think for me it helped, like actually writing, it kind of helps me remember like my set and my jokes.
Yeah.
Right? So you mentioned I have a couple different sets, and I've worked on those, and I actually got them all written out, and I have them kind of all together. And then when it comes time to do, 10 or 15, 20 minutes, I'm just like, okay, how can I kind of mash these together? So, I got ones that I've been working on since I've, started. And then I have newer stuff that like...
I have a whole page of an idea that I have, and I've never done it on stage or thought about doing it on stage yet.
Yeah.
It's just something I got to work out the kinks a little bit more.
Well, I figured, think like your punchline, try and cut it all the way down, and then so it's the shortest form of the joke in your open mic, so you don't have to waste a minute, because if you only have 5 and it takes you 3 minutes to kind of set it up, then you're wasting a lot of time. But I figure with the open mics you can you can kind of introduce an idea and be like, hey, here's this, and kind of tell your joke off of that. But then when you have to add more time, that's when you can kind of add like the fluff around it, and you could put 2 or 3 extra minutes on a punchline.
Mm-hmm. Now, Friday I did all older jokes that I haven't done that I've pretty much released from what I've been doing on my natural 10-minute set. So I did all older jokes just so I could put them back in my brain. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
And everybody's like, "You've been writing new stuff?" I'm like, "No, that's all old shit."
That's like that.
But it's new to them.
Yeah. Well, that math joke, that's a year old, and I've worked through some things, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to get back to this joke and kind of tighten it up a little bit.
Like I say every week, like my states in alphabetical order joke that everybody knows because I do it a lot. It originally started out totally different, and I've added 10 jokes to the whole thing now.
Right. Yeah.
So you just got to work them out.
Yeah.
That's all. What do you think, Jimmy? We got anybody talking yet?
We ain't got anybody talking yet, but we're hanging out. We're bullshitting together. So fuck you
Anybody
guys.
out there,
anything.
make a comment. Talk to Joey Sigs. Say hi. Say what's up. Let us know you're here. Hey, Alabama, check in with us, lover. Everybody else, her name's Lova Jean.
Yeah, check in with us, Alabama lovers. We got a whole lot of incest going on up in here.
I'm not related, so it's not incest.
So, how long you been doing stand-up now?
March 2024.
Okay, so you're pretty fresh too.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
You're pretty new.
And I coach. Well, I volunteer coach the Sharpsville High School team, or I did.
Yeah.
And then even assisting with volunteering with my 11-year-olds team. So like April and May
Or like
from last
downtime for you, pretty much.
Well, I don't want to say downtime, but it's I have a lot of time wrapped up in baseball.
Okay.
So so this year,
I do like the one you did on baseball too. The kids out there picking the lead.
Well, last year and then this year, I kind of had between last year and this year, I had 4 months wrapped up in baseball that I didn't get out to as many open mics. I didn't write as much. So I say a year and a half. It's still just when I look at that, it's probably closer to a year.
Yeah, because you had those other obligations. Yeah.
So I'm really looking for looking forward to kind of honing down and over this winter, because rather than going I can write, I can work on this and that. So
I really like where you're going.
We're all kind of fresh to the game then.
See,
we're a little bit more than 2 years.
Next
in.
June will be 3 years for us.
Yeah.
Our very first show is up at the top there, where we don't even have a.
What, in the middle?
We don't even have a picture of us.
June 17th of
2023?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
So that's pretty much when we actually started, where we hired a headliner and stuff like that.
Nice.
Where we started Wardy's Laugh Factory. We did one show before that, 2 really. But it was, we didn't have nobody that we hired out. We just threw it together. We did one in a big-ass party for kids that are his age.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
He was drunk off his fucking ass.
You say you're 30?
Yeah. He was drunk off his ass, and his whole entire set was just him saying, "I'm alcoholic," the whole entire time. And I got people that come up to me to this day, and they're saying, "Dude, does your dad still talk about how he's an alcoholic on stage?" I'm like, not quite like that.
But yeah, then we did an Eagles Club.
Which was terrible.
It was terrible for you.
Yeah, it was terrible for me. I froze.
Oh yeah, plus we're not allowed back, so that's terrible.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Because we cursed too much.
Yeah.
We didn't know back then. It was our first show ever. Really, where people paid to get in.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or whatever. And then we did that one. That one's what we call officially the start of it.
Yeah, the one with Sean Boyd is really our official start.
But it's taken off from there. We've done a lot of good shows, a lot of shows that aren't so good, like attendance-wise.
Right.
What is most people you've ever performed in front of?
About 50.
50?
I think so. I was at that competition at the Funny Farm the night before Thanksgiving last year, and that was a packed house.
Well, that holds like 150.
Oh, really? Then
No, Funny Farm, it holds 130.
120, 130.
I was thinking crackpots. Funny Farm holds 130 if it's totally packed out.
Oh, then yeah, it was closer to 100 or 120 then.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's like 250. That show right over here.
The completely comedy show.
That was a
250.
good show.
Well, right here.
Yeah.
Well, this past
It was last February. Good show. It was a fun
Nice.
show. But okay, what was your? What do you feel like was your best show you ever had? Where you just felt like you nailed it? Contest where you should have won and
Well,
Oh, God, don't get me fucking started.
the one contest at the Funny Farm, but that was only 2 minutes, and that was cool because I was expecting closer to 5 minutes, and when I got there, they're like, hey, it's only going to be 2.
Yeah,
I
you're
was,
like, fuck.
I was fortunate enough to be last, and they were just doing random draw, at the table, so. That was kind of nerve-wracking. I went last.
Yeah.
So I was able to think okay, this is what I'll talk about, and then I had 3 or 4 performers where I would go through my set in my head, and I knew, hey, I need to finish by the time they wrap this guy up. So that went well. I mean, because it was so short and to the point, it was just 2 minutes. I'm just
2 minutes is tough.
I'm just here's everything.
Yeah.
So. That went well.
I think 5's tough. 2 would be really
I don't have
hard.
much of a problem with 5 anymore. 2 is tough though because for me, a lot of things kind of build more than just here's the punchline, boom, boom, bang. When it comes to condensing, I guess 2 is kind of tough. But I mean, if you can do it, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't even know. I would just do all my smaller jokes together if I
Right.
had 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do, I would think.
Yeah.
I would never do the alphabet or the states one or nothing
Yeah.
like that in a 2 minute. I just do that at the Funny Farm and just remember how to do it.
I mean, my whole entire
Yeah.
set was be telling people when was the last time they jerked off if it was a 2 minute set. So.
So, with you being so young, you probably never worked with anybody that's famous yet. I don't know. I mean, I gotta ask because, Angus, Angus.
Yeah.
He's hosted the Erie one,
Keller's.
Yeah.
and he's had
He
Chris
hosted for
Farley.
fucking-
He's hosted for, and all these others.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin.
Chris is dead.
Yeah, I know. My bad.
Dude, we were little kids when Chris Farley died.
Yeah.
You probably don't remember. I mean, you might have only been 3 or 4, but I remember him being on movies I like, and
Right.
SNL.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the fucking Van Down by the River. I watched
Yeah,
Tommy
right.
Boy.
So when I was younger and he passed, the tabloids in Walmart, they said Chris Farley died, and I asked my mom, I'm like, Mom, how did he pass? And she goes, son, he just drank a little too much beer. That's unfortunate. And she's in the middle of the story. That's very hard to explain to an 8 or 9-year-old
Yeah.
kid. Obviously, I understood what alcohol was, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I come to find out, there's a little more.
Yeah, a little bit more than just beer
in,
in that.
in there,
A couple more
A
things.
little bit of speedball, a little
But-
bit of this and that.
I guess I did. Pat Godwin was at the Funny Farm last November, and I hosted.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that went pretty well. I did my set about living next to a bar and
Yeah.
drinking, and he kind of played off that, and
That's cool.
yeah, he goes, damn, Joey, fucking 3 DUI, That's a lot, man. And, you know, the
Joey
crowd.
beats me, right?
Yeah, the crowd. You know, the crowd enjoyed it. So that was a good time. You know, there's a lot of local guys that, you know, been only doing it like five years or less, and you know, I think they're, you know, super talented.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of excited to see, you know, where everybody kind of, you know, ends up going.
That's what we were
they end up
talking
doing,
about.
you know?
We were talking about that the other day. Like, let's go 10 years into the future right now.
See where everybody's
and,
at,
and
yeah.
see, like, maybe one of these guys are on TV regularly doing stand-up or something. You don't know. Even some of the ones who haven't figured it out yet,
Right.
you know, they might figure it out, and they might just knock the doors down.
Sometimes
you know?
it just fucking clicks.
And then also there's a lot of different avenues for comedy. Like, there's people that do like cruise ships.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that just do like clubs. You know, so you know, it's kind of what kind of appeals to you, and I guess what obviously, you know, what you want to do. You know, obviously kind of what some of your capabilities are. I guess, like, you know, there's people that do like arenas and stuff. Like, not everyone's gonna be selling those out, right? So
theaters
and shit,
whatever.
You know,
so. My brother just got off a cruise. My brother David.
Okay.
He went to Alaska. He went to comedy every night because he, you know, starting to get into comedy a little bit. And he said, man, they were so bad that they'd hire me like tomorrow. That's what he keeps saying. I'm going to get you a job on a cruise ship.
Honestly, start.
And he thinks I suck.
Start one on like the Erie.
On Lake Erie, the cruise ship, yeah.
I mean, can't you just? I mean, even rent it for a night. Go out for a night.
That's not a bad idea to like have
not.
like a comedy cruise ship for one night, yeah.
Hook up with somebody that has a yacht.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows somebody or has a yacht, I doubt you're listening, but
You probably don't want people like us on it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, hook us up.
No, I think that'd be a pretty cool concept.
There's a bar that's in a boat in the harbor here in Escondido.
The bum boat.
The bum
Okay.
boat. And it holds probably maybe 30, 40 people.
Okay.
And I message them like every 6 months wanting to go down there and do a show for them. And I've never heard back from them. I'm like, I want to do a show on the water, even if it's sitting there.
Right.
You know, just something different.
No, absolutely.
That would be so fun, honestly.
I'll get it sooner or later. You know me, I won't stop until I get what I fucking want when it comes to comedy.
There was
Good thing that you said when it comes to comedy at the end there.
Yeah, right. No, I have the quote written down. I don't remember it exactly, but like you know, if you don't have too much talent, persistence is a really good substitute. You know, like, just keep showing up, and you know, something's good is gonna happen. You know.
You trying to say I suck?
No, you just say you're persistent.
Yeah.
Like, persistent is in the quote.
Right. Well, I have to be as a producer, because if not, Wody's Laugh Factory won't be working anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I got to stay on the horn all the time. I just found out about some new locations this week that we're looking into and stuff like that, because the Cove's about done, obviously.
Okay.
Because it's a seasonal. I don't know if you've ever been there or not, Geneva on the Lake.
No, I don't believe I have.
But it's a seasonal place, and it's busy as hell in the summertime.
Right.
And this time of year, it dies down.
Yeah, sort of settle down after bike week.
That's the Cove. Is that where the Halloween open mic, or not open mic, but
the showcase that we had.
Showcase. Okay, nice.
They're all there every week right now. Next week, we're not going to have a show because Great Jamboree's going on in Geneva, and it's just going to be too much of a hassle. You have any questions, Jimmy? We got anything on there?
We ain't got shit. These motherfuckers don't want to talk this week, apparently.
Well, maybe they're watching the Guardians.
Yeah, well, you know, shout out to the Guardians. You know, one thing that
Browns,
I've always noticed about you is you're always wearing a different baseball hat, and I admire that.
I typically wear black. Obviously, I'm going to be at the Cove nightclub tonight when I do. Well, I typically wear black when I do comedy.
Yeah.
I just I don't like wearing the same hat all the time. Although I am a Mets fan, so
You are a Mets fan, okay.
I got the Mets.
I have
hat
seen
today.
that hat.
So you're not a Rockies fan because I've seen that one
No,
before
I
too.
like the Rockies.
You do?
Well, it's a black hat, so I got
Yeah.
them. Who else? I got a Pittsburgh Pirates hat.
I want the old one with the stripes and the stars on it.
That's a lot. I like really kind of simple, like kind of less is more.
I just want it because it's old as fuck.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
Just like you, old as
it's
fuck.
just like if I see anything like with the Guardians or the Indians 46 logo on it or something like that, you know, I'm like, fuck, I want that. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. Like,
Because we're straight up Ohio people here. I mean, me and Jimmy. Buckeyes, Guardians. Unfortunately, the Browns. You know, Cavs. You know.
so when did you, like, were you born in West Virginia?
No,
And
my
then-
brother was.
Okay.
I was born in, actually, I don't know if I can say this on tape.
Oh, shut the
That's
fuck up. He
fine,
was
that's
born
fine.
in
No,
Cleveland.
I'm just joking. I was born in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
And my whole family's from West Virginia, and we moved to West Virginia because my dad got laid off.
Okay.
And that's when my brother was born, and that's when I actually lived out there for a little while, and then we came back when he got called back to work.
Okay.
So
I
my
was
time
cu-
actually living in West Virginia was very short.
Okay. That's
It was
why-
about a year,
Yeah.
year and a half.
Because they bring you on to
The country roads.
country
yeah.
roads, and I just kind of assumed you'd be a Mountaineer fan, and then
They are like my second.
Yeah, they're like one of
So-
our more favored ones for sure.
I like the Mountaineers too.
No.
Not a Pitt guy, huh?
No, not Pitt. I'm actually a Penn State graduate. To be
Oh,
completely
okay.
honest.
Okay.
So you guys let me walk out of here. Don't beat me up too bad.
we don't hate
Yeah.
Penn State nearly as much as we hate the team
Is
up
the
north.
other
so.
team, right?
Yeah.
They're really high ranked this year.
They're two, right? Well, I think Miami just jumped them in the AP, but
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm a
Are they
fan.
overrated?
I don't think
I think
they're
the
overrated.
one of the reasons why they
I
got
think-
seeded so high, I feel, is their quarterbacks been there, and the other quarterbacks haven't been there as long.
I would definitely say they're definitely a top 5 team in the nation.
Yeah,
But,
oh,
like,
yeah.
But like to be, the best team, I think, and I think he's, a great kid. But like all of the announcers kind of push him, like, oh, he's gonna be a first round pick.
Oh, they're glazing him, yeah.
Oh, they're glazing him is what the kids say nowadays.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just kind of on the opposite of that. I'm like, listen, he's good,
Yeah.
but like let's, I know last year I think it was the semifinal. He gets the ball, a minute or two left, and his first throw is an interception. So like, he's good. He's very talented, but like
I think when I think of them, I think of running game.
right. You
Yeah,
think of it like
yeah,
Saquon
yeah,
Barkley went there and shit like
they
that.
have two guys. They have two really talented guys now. They actually have a true freshman from Aliquippa that he's really good. So like they put out running backs and
Good, like,
defensive
linebackers,
players.
defensive
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we put out wide receivers that are like first round.
Yeah.
But they've never really been known for outstanding quarterback play, though. Like, you got, like, what, Hackenberg was there. Right?
Hackenberg, just-
Trace
and
McSorley.
so like you have a bunch of guys that are just really, really good college quarterbacks.
Right.
And so I think when people think like, really good quarterbacks, they kind of look at their NFL resume
Yeah,
and
they-
they kind of get a little biased.
Yeah, they don't
But-
translate to that next
yeah,
level.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think my expectations are kind of accurate, kind of where they need to be.
Yeah, that's how I feel as a Browns fan. Like, I know that we suck. I know it's a little bit different than like Penn State, where you're like, oh, well, we don't suck, but I know I'm real about it. If that makes sense. So I'm real about the fact that the Browns suck. So
Well, at some point they gotta start looking at their two rookie quarterbacks, right?
yeah, oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so
I'm surprised they didn't today. I heard they were gonna.
I heard that they were debating starting Gabriel this week. It's 10-3 right now. Almost the game is over. The defense obviously has played great, and you've gotten dick from the offense.
yeah.
So I think that's probably a conversation moving forward.
Well, that was nothing about comedy, was it?
Yeah, welcome
It doesn't
to.
matter what we talk about. You
Yeah.
know. It's just random. It's just
It's it's the mental wards. I feel like you can kind of like
oh, okay.
divulge
Welcome
into,
to
like,
the
everything.
Mental Ward Radio Talk Show
Yeah.
about fucking sports.
About sports. I mean mental health. I mean comedy.
You can. Sports can fuck with your mental health.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, it absolutely can.
Speaking of which,
Oh boy, his favorite question of the week.
you ever been diagnosed with any mental health problems?
I don't go, so like you can't get diagnosed.
You think you got anything that's?
Yeah, I mean by today's standards, probably.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have made it through elementary school without being diagnosed with something.
Yeah.
I have like a thought is like, man, it would have been nice to have like a label for some of like the stuff that I did, you know, but I don't know. I'm fortunate enough to be able to kind of stay on track most of the time, you know. I think I believe you're sober, right?
Yeah.
I've been sober for the last 20 months, so not drinking that kind of keeps me.
Well, I
you
mean,
know.
and honestly, addiction is sort of like a mental health thing too.
Yeah.
Like, I know some people wouldn't agree with that. Blah blah blah. I don't fucking care, but it is as well in my mind.
Absolutely. I think dopamine is like the big neurotransmitter with like mental health, and people just chase that. And so like whether it's gambling, alcohol, other drugs,
Sex,
it's kind of whatever has your taste or whatever. There's something for it.
Yeah.
You know?
He has a couple things. I have nothing.
He has anxiety.
He says I had anxiety.
Like I said, if you don't go, they can't say you do have it. So
I went.
Well, that's good. Honestly, people, that probably should be saying, "Hey, go, people." Is the
Well,
the
I'm saying,
message.
yeah, check it out. We're into mental health because our festival and everything else that we do, with our reasonings behind it. But no fuck you, Jimmy's or nothing.
No, fuck you, Jimmy's from David Ward. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He must have got enough out of me yesterday when we were talking for like an hour and a half together. Fucking, yeah, we were just bullshitting about life, and it was all right. But honestly, for me, like, I'm medicated, so I'm a lot more chill than what I used to be. I used to be fucking unhinged. I used to just say stupid shit all the time, and
you did.
And so, from my understanding, it's like even being medicated, you still need to find that right kind of...
The right dosage and the right med that works for you.
Yeah.
So, like, it took me until about 3 years ago to finally find the right one, and I've been on and off antidepressants since I was 14. So, if that tells you anything, it's a long fucking journey, that's for sure.
So, who do you maybe try to imitate or be like? Or who
inspires you is probably what he's trying to say.
Who, which would be a separate one to inspire you, because I want to know your favorites, but who do you...
I'd say one of the first guys that I really, really liked was Bill Burr.
Okay.
And I think that was when he was on like Comedy Central. He had a few specials, like 30-minute specials there. It might have been an hour, but like, I just thought, I'm like, he tells jokes like someone pissed in his cereal.
Yeah.
Just kind of having like that edge. Like I really like respected that.
It's
just,
like gritty, right?
Yeah. And then I was just like, man, those like he would fit right in, along with like my uncles,
Yeah.
And so then like he was kind of the first guy. I'm like, oh, like he's super, super funny. And then like growing up, I was 14, 15 when the Chappelle Show came out.
Yeah.
So Dave Chappelle, I loved him.
I love Dave Chappelle.
His special, I'm not going to be able to remember it. I'll think of it as Killing Them Softly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when he's in the blue, like that was phenomenal. And then, kind of looking back, obviously George Carlin being super smart, towards his like later, career.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Pryor. You know,
I thought he was
love,
super
love,
dark at the end of his career.
Well,
but I think
that's
you know,
that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah.
And that doesn't translate at all to what I actually do with my comedy, but
Right.
like it's what I respect the most, and that's why he was always my favorite, because he just fucking didn't give a fuck and told it how he felt.
Right. I will say that, like, with all comedy, you know, they take, you know, what the audience or what people, you know, see, and they just kind of turn it on their head.
Yeah.
You know, give them a different angle to look at it. And I think that's why, you know, comedy is, you know, important, and it's kind of like one of the best, you know, kind of art forms and, you know, self-expression is because, like, you know, you say something and people that haven't thought about it that way, they're like, oh, that makes sense,
Yeah,
you know?
give it the different perspective,
and
yeah.
being that it's funny, that they'll remember, you know?
Interesting.
You were like, wow, the brain had to process that.
Yeah, it's still processing.
You need a factory reset real quick? I'll hit you right in the
just
fucking
update
forehead.
the software.
Yeah. Needed a little software update.
Like you mentioned before, you got children?
Yeah, 11 and 3. He's about to be 4, so you got me confused.
And a wife?
Fiance. Yeah.
That's what a lot of people are going these days. You know, skip the whole marriage thing. Just say we're together. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
we might get married one day. Yeah. I don't know how it is for you, but
Listen, we went to a wedding yesterday, so
Yeah.
You knew
of
the
course,
question was coming.
Of course it was, you know, coming up. But listen, if she leaves it to me, it's not gonna happen.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
because it's just gonna be, hey, we're just gonna go to the courthouse. I'm off on Tuesday. Let's go there. We'll get it done, and hey, we're married.
Right.
But with her, I know, like, I don't know if she wants to have a huge wedding. She's not super thrilled or excited to plan it. So at this stage, it's just kind of like, yeah, you know,
Well,
we'll get it figured
a lot of things people are finding out that it's just cheaper to not be married.
Well, even I guess, like, traditionally, like, oh, you know, like, have the big wedding, and it's like, yeah, that's a cool, you know, 12 hours.
Yeah, right.
You know, and you dumped, you know, however much, you know. So
Thousands of fucking dollars. Yeah.
So, you know, it's, I don't know. Obviously, people are at different points. So, and obviously, whatever you want. Which is, I've been in. No, I think it's still just the one wedding I was in that is now since ended in divorce.
Well, you don't even want to know about how many I've been in.
No. I should say, like,
You know,
as like
sour.
a groom, like as
Yeah.
a groomsman, you know.
Yeah.
I
I officiated a wedding once that ended in a divorce.
Oh, you're officiated?
Yeah.
Ordained?
Yeah, I'm ordained.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my one and only wedding. They got divorced in 3 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
damn.
pretty awesome.
Good times, right?
Yeah. Well, the one I was your best man in your last wedding.
Yep.
How's that working out for you?
I'm recently separated.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're recently separated. Very nice. And I was the best man in Paulie's wedding, and they're still married. They're having fun. I was just with them last night. We went to the fucking drive-in and we watched the new Conjuring movie, and this new movie called Weapons. That movie was fucked.
Where the hell did you go to a drive-in at?
Chardon.
Okay.
But yeah, if you like weird fucking creepy movies, watch the movie Weapons. It was fucked up. I can't even explain it. But it's got the dude that played Thanos in it, so I kept on talking about how he had a thick ass the whole time.
Are you a like horror movie guy? Halloween?
Yeah, so I like
Yeah.
horror movies. I when it comes to like slashers, I'm not as big on it because I just think they're kind of cheesy. I like more like psychological thrillers personally.
That's that's fair. I like those.
And I'm more of a music guy than a movie guy for sure.
Okay.
But I got a lot of friends that are really into fucking movies, so I've kind of
I
got.
like romantic comedies.
You like romantic comedies? You a big fan of the Sandman, Adam Sandler movies? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was in the movie Mr. Deeds. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I was 7 years old. I went to New Jersey. You weren't there.
How often was I there when you
Yeah.
were 7?
Right, good point. Yeah, I was an extra in Mr. Deeds.
The only time.
Yeah, no bullshit.
I told that story to my girlfriend like 6 months before we got after we got together, and she like kind of believed me at first, and then I started fucking just laughing. She's like, "You fucking asshole."
I would see, like, if you would let me believe that, I would go watch Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, there's little Jimmy right there, dude."
I would.
And I didn't Google it or anything. I said, "Yeah, we went to New Jersey." Sure as shit, it was shot in New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
Yeah. She hates me.
But by rights, she should. So that pretty much rounds up that part of your life. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go?
Oh, we got fuck off Jimmy's. It happened.
Sweet.
Yeah.
My brother finally chimed in.
See, if I was still drinking, I would do a drink for every fuck you Jimmy. I'm not fun anymore, so.
I feel the same way sometimes. Actually, what is your quit date?
January 14th, 2024.
You know, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up, isn't it?
Because mine's January 10th.
Oh, yeah?
It'll be 2 years in January.
2024. Right?
It'll be 2 years.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
Or 4 days apart from quitting.
Yeah.
That's
I did
crazy.
it the day after the national championship.
It's funny. I did it the last Steelers playoff game.
Yeah.
Because like I knew like I knew I was gonna take a little break, right? And at the beginning of the year, I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna say like, hey, I'm stopping now, and then the Steelers play a football game, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna be done the last Steelers playoff game, right?
Yeah, that's so crazy because he was done at the national championship game for college football.
I planned it all out.
Yeah. I'll never forget. We had a show right after he got off of fucking drinking.
I was bad.
Oh, that
I
ball
was
smoked.
I was bad with alcohol, so I had to get medicated to get off of it.
Yeah.
So I was, and I scheduled a show at the same time.
Oh wow.
And it was what, maybe over 100 people.
We
there.
had a good turnout for that show. There was over 100 people. Yeah.
And I was fucked up
He
because
was
this medicine
fucked up.
made
Made you feel like you
made
were
me feel
drunk.
like I was drunk as fuck. Okay, and that was the medicine how it worked. It made you feel like you were drunk the whole time you were on it.
Oh my god.
But if you took a drink, then you got sick as hell.
Yeah, you'd like throw up. Yeah.
So 4 days of feeling like I'm drunk. I never needed another one. It also helped with your withdrawals.
Okay.
So that's where I was at. That's what I needed to
So
quit
he's
drinking.
so fucked up.
Yeah,
I had
now
to go
he can
host
tell
the
the rest
show.
of the story.
Yeah, I had to go host the show, and God, what were we like 4 or 5 months in at that point of comedy?
Yeah, we were pretty new.
We were fresh, and honestly, somehow that show ended up going pretty well. And I just kind of like had to parlay together fucking 10 minutes for myself to fucking do it, and then afterwards, the guy that owns the fucking place, he's like, well, let's have meeting, talk about have more show here, and I'm like, you know how fucked up this motherfucker is right now? I said, absolutely not, dude. We didn't do a show there again.
So, where do you want to be? Where do you want to end this journey at? I mean, do you, like me, do you just want to do it till you die? But do you want to be in a certain spot? Do you want to be, the next sitcom? Or do you want to be like,
I'll say that I'll probably end up doing it till I die. Kind of no matter where I end up going with it. Because, like I mentioned, like I haven't been to therapy, but, like, I kind of talk about the things that I would talk in therapy on stage.
And then just make light of it, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess, like, kind of being, like, sober, too. Like, I started comedy 2 months after I stopped drinking. So
I started 3 months before I stopped drinking.
So those kind of, it kind of ties in, because, like, I kind of shied away from going, living in Sharpsville. There was nothing, around, like, the way I had to drive, so I was worried, I'm going to go out, I'm going to drink, and I'm going to have to drive all the way back home.
Right.
Because, like, you know, it's on Tuesday night, this night, whenever they are, you know. So I think that kind of ties in together. So like, I think that's kind of a good thing. But I guess professionally, or kind of where I want to take it is, you know, I think, you know, kind of long term, next 15 to 20 years, my kids will be most likely be out of the house, right? Obviously, they'll be welcome, but they'll kind of be doing like their own thing. You know, obviously, I won't have to tend that much to them. Right?
Yeah.
I think I'd be able to be in a position to, you know, kind of travel with my fiance, and you know, like, hey, you know, we're going to the Midwest, you know, these 2 weeks, and then we're going to be in the South these 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty conservative kind of look at it, you know,
Yeah.
looking at like, hey, that's 15 to 20 years down the road. Or, you know, if, you know, something happens in, you know, the next 5 years, I'm able to just kind of fully rely on comedy. I'm not opposed to that either. You know, I think ultimately I kind of took to comedy because I like making people laugh.
Right.
My job now is I just pretty much give bad news.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
you know, not doing that.
What job is that?
I work in transportation. So like, I say it all the time, you know, people want their shit yesterday for free. You know, they want it earlier and they want it cheaper, you know? So it's, I'm always telling people bad news. I'm like, hey, it's going to be more money, or hey, it's going to be delayed. Like, I like to have a profession where I'm like, hey, I just tell people good stuff. And I'm sure people are like, oh yeah, everybody.
So what are you, like a
everybody
travel
wants to do
agent?
it. No, literally like transportation, like freight, like.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So you're like a
like freight broker.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, so I really don't. There's two divisions in my So I just call companies that have trucks to move, you know, move my customer stuff from A to B.
Okay, I get it. You've told me that before. I just forget. I'm the only comic with dementia, so. Anything else we got on there? What time we at?
Well, we're at 4:02, so we got motherfucking 10 minutes if you want to
Okay.
burn. That's interesting though. I work in fucking insurance sales, so
Okay.
yeah. It's car insurance.
Along the line,
home
probably
insurance.
tough conversations.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
sorry, your premium's going up.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
So yeah, it's
You got in an accident, dumb
yeah.
fuck? Like
yeah. So it's.
I drive a tow motor.
I worked at a steel mill. I drove a tow motor. I had a lot of fun when I did that.
I'm not saying my job is not fun, but I'm ready. I'm ready now that I found comedy to get out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
right.
ready to fucking get out of this bitch.
So do you move like pallets around? Do you move like steel
I move
coils?
I move like paper, cardboard. Well, I'm sorry for saying cardboard to the box company, but that's what it's called. Cardboard. They call it. You can't call it cardboard. It's corrugation.
Okay.
Anyhow, sheets of paper, and I put them on the machines, and they cut them and
I'm surprised you know
Put
the word
ink on 'em.
corrugation.
I've only been doing boxes for 30 years now.
Yeah, you're the expert on boxes.
No, 35 years.
Yeah.
So,
You love the box.
yeah, I love the box.
Praise.
So we
Hey.
put paper on the machine and they cut it or put ink on it or, you know, both or whatever.
You should do
No,
a bit
okay.
about
tape
that.
and glue and
You
whatever.
should do a bit about how you love the box.
No. I'll probably never do a bit on that.
Dude, if
job.
I work in a fucking box factory, I'd be like, dude, I love beating the box, dude.
All day I'm just in and around the box.
Yeah.
That's my job basically, or I unload trucks or whatever, you
Okay.
know, with that paper.
No,
put it away.
I was on the tow motor, I think a year, 2 years. Loaded trucks with, you know, with pallets, loaded like steel coils into like machines and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I loaded a 10,000 pound part on a truck. It was a machine part, it's a metal stamping press, you know. And I loaded it on a truck, and it was on my maybe 30th birthday. I just remember I was at work and I was still boozed up pretty good, and I'm operating this tow motor, and there's this 10,000 pound piece of equipment on it. I'm like, I probably shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
I should probably tell my boss.
There was a lot of days I should have been like that too.
But listen, I got it on the truck. You know, you got it strapped down. They got out, and it was good. But I look back at it, I'm like, oh my god, that was wild.
It's a pretty fucked up situation, yeah.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it was the night before my birthday. It was a Friday, so yeah, Thursday. I was out. I was
you're getting fucked up. I get it, absolutely.
That was when I lived next to a bar.
All right.
So like that was.
You don't live next to the bar?
It shut down. Yeah, I quit drinking and it shut
Yeah, I was
down.
about to say, yeah.
Yeah. I was the only one. I'm the only one that can truthfully say I supported small business like consistently. And then I stopped, and they're all done. So.
That's fucked up.
Very interesting. I always like to know what people. I always get different answers too, but where they're gonna go, what they're gonna, where they want to go or whatever. But yours is pretty easy to achieve if you think about it. To tour the United States as a not a freaking filling arenas, but you're talking about doing some comedy clubs and venues and stuff like that.
Like I said, that's the very, very conservative answer. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's attainable in the next, 15 to 20 years. Kind of get my kids, in and through, whether it's college, trade school, whatever it may be. Get them done with that, and then, at that point my house is, paid off, and I'm thinking I'd be able to make enough money to support myself, right?
I have incredible news. The Browns have won a football game.
Really?
They beat Green Bay
13-10.
Oh my goodness.
All we need is the Guardians to score a couple runs here, and then it's a good day in
It's
Cleveland.
a good day, right? My buddy's a Packers fan. He's actually at the game. That's funny.
55-yard field goal with time expiring to win the game.
He was talking about. He goes, it'll be nice. It'll be a nice day. Packers get a win, and I'm like, yeah, man, I get it, and that's wild.
Did not expect
They're
that.
going to be going crazy afterwards. What, in the Muni?
Yeah, in the Muni. Yeah.
I've never been up there.
But I didn't expect that. Okay, sorry.
That's crazy.
What is that?
Huh?
You just talking about the win?
Yeah. I just didn't expect that.
The Packers, they've looked good over the last 2 weeks.
I kept on hearing it's like Super Bowl or bust for them for the last 2 weeks that they just had. And now it's like, you just lost to the Browns, guys. What's going on?
Browns are good for that, though.
They'll beat somebody tough and then they'll suck for another 6
shit
weeks.
on someone's parade so fast.
Yep.
But like,
then they'll suck for like 6 weeks.
They'll have like the Titans next week or something, and
then they'll lose like 42-10. Yeah.
I was gonna say like 17-10.
Yeah.
But like,
you're nicer than me.
Did they do that with Flacco?
That game right there?
It had to have been, right?
Yeah, Flacco didn't come out.
Well, I didn't know.
The touchdown was scored by Judkins.
Flacco probably bought himself another like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Those all have to be losses,
Right.
Because they don't buy themselves another 4 weeks.
Alrighty. We are at, sorry for interrupting, we're at 57 minutes. I don't know why, I saw the football score, I said, what the fuck?
Today we're all gonna get ready and we're gonna go to a fucking Cove and do a comedy show. Come on up to Geneva on the Lake. That's where we're gonna be, 6 p.m. Joey will be there. Joey Sigs. Jimmy, unfortunately, he'll be there also, and myself. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna do our actual jokes. We'd like to thank Joey Sigs for coming in and being on the show and having a little chit chat with us. I always like to talk to Joey when I see him.
Any socials you got to plug or anything like that?
What? Facebook, Joey Sigs, and then Instagram, Joey Sigs.
It's spelled with 1 G.
1
Oh,
G.
I spelled it with
1
2.
G. That's
I knew
all right.
that.
That's all right.
Oh well.
Listen, that's
It's
why.
not even a real name.
That's why
I
I
can
did.
spell it how I want.
Listen,
I'm gonna
that's why I
start
didn't go
calling
Sigwenza.
I'm
That's
gonna
I
start
cut
call-
it down. I'm like,
If I was hosting a show, I'd be like, coming on up, Joey Cigarello. Like, fucking...
just any. Yeah,
yeah,
at that
just
point
fucking-
you could say anything.
Yeah.
See,
Man, I fucked it up. I've hosted for you twice. I should have done that.
So, do you guys know Dan Coulafay from like at maybe Struthers?
I've heard of him.
But he's at the Funny Farm. Him and Andrew Lucas, they're at Studio South the first Tuesday of every month.
Yeah.
In Boardman.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've seen their flyers.
he texted me at like 3 a.m. I'm sure he was sober, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He texted me, he goes, Joey Sigs, when your mom got mad at you, did she call you by your full name? Joey, Paul Mall, Winston, Marlboro. He listed like 7 different like cigarette names, and I'm like, all right, that's good. That's good.
Joey fucking...
I'd like to go down there and do a show.
Yeah?
I don't know how to contact anybody. I don't know.
We're about to be in
who
the
they
same,
are.
It's actually Tuesday the 7th. Are you
October the 7th.
October the 7th. Are you in the competition?
Yeah, we're there that day.
Yeah, that's what I was
okay,
just about to say. We're all in the same one.
Okay, so we're in that one, but the next one at Studio South would be the first Tuesday in November. But obviously plug the Varsity Club. and where
Varsity
it's
Club.
at.
Is that like on campus at Youngstown State or something?
I don't believe so.
Because I went to the Varsity Club when I was in Columbus, a bar,
Okay.
and it was on campus, the Varsity Club, and I got fucked up.
Hell yeah.
So I didn't know maybe it was on campus also.
I'm excited for that, though. We love a good contest.
Yeah, we'll
so-
be in Youngstown, all 3 of us actually,
Yep, on the same
performing
day.
in a comedy contest October 7th.
Oh.
You have anything else coming up that you know of?
Actually, next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday, the 27th, I believe, I'll be in Bolivar, Ohio.
Okay.
I just met this Britton Grace.
Oh, yeah.
He's funny, man. He's been to the Funny Farm the last few weeks, and he said if I wanted to get some time to stop down.
Yeah, I think
so.
him and Tank are doing that show, right?
Yeah. I think John Huff might be on it, so going down there. That's kind of like year 2 is one I wanted to do, is like get more coverage. Year 1 was hey, learn, write. Now year 2, obviously I want to still continue to write and kind of expanding my reach geographically, I guess, and
Right.
even getting on more social media, or just posting more on
Yeah,
social media,
and that's tough for some people, man. I get it.
I want some.
Yeah.
I want some clips on
Oh,
social
shut
media. I don't know
up.
how to
I
get
know.
them.
I gotta cut reels for him.
Okay. See, I'm not too technologically.
I know, and I have a guy
savvy
that does
either.
it for me, but he fucking slacks,
Oh
dude.
my god.
Him, right?
Yeah.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
You've not been busy. You're like maybe I'll do it when I'm laying 3 hours in my bed just fucking watching TV.
I was just gone for the last week. Fuck off.
Yeah, you're sitting there doing nothing.
I was jerking
off.
off
How
in the
long can
hotel,
you jerk
dude.
off?
I jerk off a lot, okay?
Listen, he's still young. Like I'm sure.
Well, you can take 5 minutes and fucking do a couple clips.
Anyway, if you guys want to come see me next week, I'll be at the Spring Hill in Independence, Ohio. If you want to come watch me jerk off.
Oh, I thought you were plugging a comedy show. So I'm sitting here like,
Yeah. Nope, I'm jerking off in the hotel,
like,
baby.
All right, that's all we got for you tonight.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like I said, Spring Hill and Independence. No, but
Catch Joey if you're around anywhere and you're watching these flyers and he shows up on one. Come check out Joey Sigs.
yeah,
Very funny guy.
absolutely. One of the best people that we've met at the fucking Funny Farm down there, man. We appreciate having you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Thank
appreciate
you
you.
guys.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Love you all. Thank you for coming, watching.